Don't interpret Trump's campaign talk as policy, was the advice from seasoned business and political veterans.
There will be a difference between a Donald Trump in the context of a presidential campaign and the rhetoric that he has used, and a Donald Trump that is governing, that is leading the country. And I think there you may see come forward actually more pragmatic policies, still geared towards the same thing, which is trying to revive the economy, especially those large swaths of Americans who feel left behind because of globalization, because of technological advancements and other issues. And I think he will try to pursue those policies. To do that, he will have to be pragmatic if he wants to be effective.
Whoever the new U.S. president is, it probably won't affect tourists coming over to the U.S. Embassy to get their visas. Currently, 3 million Chinese travelers go to the U.S. per year. But it will affect the business relationship, which stands at $560 billion for trade and $100 billion for investments. For businesses, expect a rockier 2017.
We have been advocating over certainly the course of this year, and that is some things needed to change. A couple key among them is greater action has to be taken in China in terms of market access and a more transparent investment environment. Basically, reciprocity for what China is receiving in its Going Global campaign. That kind of market access and investment environment has to open up here. Despite years of trying to advocate for that, it's time that now, if it doesn't happen, it's going to be a much more difficult environment. And then the other piece is just making sure that existing trade and investment discussions have to become more results-oriented.
Despite recent efforts on both sides to finish the bilateral investment treaty, chances are negotiators may need to go back to the drawing board.
Any treaty has to be approved by the Senate. Just politically, it's going to be tough for certainly the U.S. to be able to get that through, just given the limited amount of time. Politically, if there's a Trump administration, it's going to be even more troublesome in a sense to make that happen. It would have to be such an advantageous treaty that anybody would look at this and say, oh my God, we got to pass this right now, which isn't going to happen. It's always a tough, and it should be a tough, well thought through set of negotiations that advantage both sides. And I think no matter what, the need for a bid has not gone away. It's just going to have to be rejiggered in a sense and weighed.
While pragmatism is expected to prevail over the new uncertainties for the world's biggest business relationship, Trump's surprise win highlights rising business risks from the global gap between politicians and grassroots. Cheng for CCTV News.